This season on Timber Titans.
This is gonna go good. You never say that. That jinxes you.
Big log.
Heads up!
Watch her!
Behind me.
Whoa! Holy! That get your heart pumping or what?
We're a different breed, us loggers. Very seldom have I met a logger that doesn't enjoy what they do. Once it's in you, it's hard to kick it.
You have to keep the wood moving. That's what it's all about.
Got one at a time.
You're always under the gun,
Ready, next step.
and things never go your way.
Wind really come up.
No.
Every single log is hard earned.
That's the nature of the beast.
Hey, Sheldon, you copy? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's got 6 corners wide. Better to be safe than sorry.
The ground we're logging, it's quite steep, right? So there's always that concern of slides happening.
250 kilometers northeast of Vancouver, British Columbia. The Peters Contract Logging Crew is returning to a job they had to abandon 3 years ago.
This bridge got washed out here. There was logs everywhere. There's a bank to the right where it carved like a mountain. Yeah, right there. If we were logging when that slide happened, we would have been trapped.
Holy.
In 2021, a powerful atmospheric river pummeled southwestern British Columbia.
Relentless rain is causing chaos on the roads.
Close to a foot of rainfall in 48 hours triggered massive landslides and severe flooding across the province.
Unreal, hey?
From that atmospheric river, the Anderson, it was destroyed for kilometers. Wiped out roads, took out bridges. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Calling Sheldon? I think we gotta start pulling. Yeah, you bet.
The newly constructed road will get them to the abandoned block. But it's too steep for the low bed, so a grader will have to pull it the rest of the way.
That grader's got a lot of work to do. Just a matter of how long it'll take.
While the grader crawls up the mountain, Sheldon and the crew continue to the block.
When the floods happened, it just washed out our road. We usually don't leave the machines out in the bush, but with what happened, we had no choice. Oh, she's still there. Right on. So we haven't seen this yarder in a few years. It got trapped up here. We gotta get this thing up and running and get logging. I want to do a service on it just because it's sat so long, and might as well put new filters in it and fresh oil. So then we know it's all good, and then hopefully it fires up.
Lots of times they won't when it's sat that long, but we'll see.
Here's some grease.
One will be enough. Okay. Sheldon's a very good boss. Everybody enjoys working for him. He's came a long, long way, working for his dad.
This is Sheldon's second season running the company, since his father, Gary Peters, passed away 2 years ago.
My dad started the company. So summer break, I would come out and pack gas and oil around, and then that's how I got into it. I started at the bottom and worked my way up. Then when me and him were working side by side, I would basically look after the logging end, and he would look after the financial end. The Anderson was the last block that I did with my dad. So there's pride in finishing the job.
Slow. Good.
Good?
Yep. Good. It's good.
When a machine sat so long, it's important to put new filters and fresh oil in it. That is it. Okay, Ralph, hopefully she fires.
Okay. Fire in the hole.
All right, well, moment of truth here.
Okay, come on, Betsy. Fire up. There she goes.
Sound good?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, Ralph, stand the tower up.
Yarders have been used for timber extraction for over a century. Using a tower and a system of steel cables and pulleys, the yarder works like a clothesline. The rigging is sent out over the block, slacked so felled logs can be choked, lifted, and pulled back to the landing.
Okay.
What do you think?
Just checking things out. That is steep. What we do, right?
Situated in the Fraser Canyon, the Anderson is a bottom side, meaning the yarder will have to pull logs up the steep slope to get them into the landing.
We're logging fir. There's some cedar in there, and there's some hemlock as well.
But after 3 years on the ground, the logs are brittle and starting to rot.
We want to get this wood out right now because there's still value in it. They can still make lumber, boards out of it. A year from now, it could be just straight pulp.
But Sheldon and the crew are on a tight timeline.
I've already committed to another job, so I have 2 weeks to get the Anderson done. It's all yours.
I'm the yard engineer. I bring the logs out of the bush into the landing. I've been running the yarder for, I know for sure, 48 years. A long time.
Watch your noggin if you want to keep on logging. I'll get this top down here, Brennan. You grab this one.
Down below, the hill crew sets chokers on the massive logs.
There's so many things that can happen out here in a blink of an eye. So we try our best to make sure we go in alive and come out the same way. Every single turn.
They call me the branch manager because I manage the branches. Ouch. My watch is caught.
The Rolex.
The Timex. Good man.
Okay.
The whistle tells me what they want. Beep, 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 twice in a row. They want me to give her. Lots of throttle.
Well, my job description is a chaser, so I unhook the chokers when they come in. In a narrow little spot like this, we need the loader to take the logs away from us as we yard them, or we can't get the next turn in. It gets hung up in the ones that are hanging over the bank, eh?
You want them to grab one more, Rob? No, we'll be catching all the butts hanging over the bank. Well, hopefully that loader gets here soon. Where are you guys? Still making our way up there. Deep. Gotta take it slow.
Roger that.
Shut it off. Yeah, I was hoping he was already going to be here.
Sheldon and the crew can't yard until the loader arrives to clear the landing.
Nothing we can do about it. Sucks, but it's the way it is. That's logging.
Single stem logging. Most of the areas we access are very difficult. You cannot take machinery into these areas. We need to go in with helicopters.
Work in the remote, the extreme, the difficult ground, the challenging trees, and not everyone's cut out to do this style of logging.
Definitely aggressive terrain out here.
There's no room for error.
In the coast mountains of British Columbia,
Am I clear to come into pad 3?
You're all clear.
Integrated Operations Single Stem Logging Crew is on their first block of the summer season.
Thank you.
Integrated Operations is the biggest single stem contractor in the world, no question. And Crispin runs a fantastic program.
Single stem harvesting is a multi-phase operation. First, trees are selected by forestry engineers based on quality. Next, they are limbed and topped by climbers, then partially cut at the base, so a heavy lift helicopter can snap them off the stump and fly them to a landing.
One of the benefits about using single stem is that we don't have to open up a big block. You can just target the trees that you need to get out and leave basically a full standing forest.
Back in business, baby. No step around here is easy.
Integrated is still in the climbing phase of the operation.
So these are our spurs. We use them to get in the tree with that vicious looking unit right there.
And with the heavy lift helicopter scheduled to arrive next week,
And here we go.
15 climbers are spread out across the block.
Man, climbing trees is the easy part up here.
Climbers are packing around 60 pounds worth of gear, hiking in terrain with no trails.
You got to physically get to where the trees are, which is not the easiest thing.
The climbers find all the trees that the engineers have previously identified.
We try to get 10 a day. We're here to log, not the dog.
You got to have some grit and staying power for sure.
We work in some crazy environments where one wrong move and you're falling hundreds of feet.
Okay, topping time.
How tall are you, Hook?
I'm about 5'10", but this tree's 24.
All right, pink this for the helicopter. Get on to the next one. Climbing is incredibly physically challenging, but it's the mental will to do it that carries you through it.
Where there's a will, there's a way. There's a lot of strong wills out here.
The block that we're working on is brutal. It's some of the toughest, steepest ground that we've worked on ever.
The block is inside the Spelkumpten Community Forest, a 17,000 hectare forest managed by the village of Pemberton and the Lilwat First Nation.
The concept with the Spelkumpten Community Forest is to find a way forward that's sustainable. You know, here's our opportunity to manage a forest in a different way.
The Community Forest Agreement fosters economic opportunity, stewardship, and local decision-making within both communities.
Spelkumpten's a starting place for partnerships and sharing of values that we have.
So the whole concept of the community forest model is to keep the local resources and the forest values that are present around a community within that community.
Integrated Operations has been contracted to selectively harvest 2,500 trees from specified areas within the forest.
We're going after transmission power poles for hydro projects all over North America.
These poles are almost double the value of a regular saw log.
Okay, it's somewhere up there.
Yeah, up there.
Oh, I'll just keep climbing.
Yeah, it's gonna be way up there.
High above the forest,
Looking scruffy over here.
Oh man, it's gonna be steep.
Shane and Bill are on a mission to build a new helipad so that climbers can access the last section of the block.
Alright, have a good day, okay?
Yeah.
Beauty.
So we access these remote areas. You drop in, you walk in, you look for a place to make an opening and build a landing.
The orange dot, this is the pad that we'd like to build. That is the pad that we're standing at. So we'll kind of go up and just bend around.
Yeah, stay high.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, booyah.
Yeah, that's steep, eh? Doesn't get much steeper than that. You see, this is too steep. We need something that's got a gradual approach at the front. So when the helicopter comes in, it's got room for the blades to take up the space. If the helicopter landed here, the blades would be into the ground.
Hip, hip. Hey, Billy.
Yo.
I think this might be a good spot.
Okay. And we're gonna have to have Emily bring the gear in. It's a lot easier to walk in with nothing but an axe, find your pad site, and then have your stuff slung into you.
I've been flying for 5 years. As the 206 pilot, I support the crew, basically the air taxi driver. So I put them on the hill and bring their gear in when needed.
Hey, Emily, you got an ETA when you make you ready to bring our stuff?
Just lifted off, coming up.
We'll be ready.
Okay, Emily, we are straight up the hill from you.
Oh, okay.
When you're long lining, we have 200-foot lines because the trees are up to 200 feet, sometimes more.
Yeah, a little bit more here, too.
Oh, I gotcha.
Emily needs to hover just above the canopy so the long line can reach the forest floor.
You're pretty close to the trees. It's important to watch out for your tail rotor.
60 feet. 40 feet.
In the community forest,
If you can come a little bit more towards me, Emily, that'd be great.
Emily hovers just above the treetops, long lining 160 pounds of chainsaw gear to the forest floor.
Hold up there. Okay, bring it down. And release. Free your gear.
Coming up.
Nice job, Emily.
Thanks, guys.
You can't have two guys working too close together doing this kind of work.
I like it.
So, one guy works, one guy watches.
Helipads are built in 3 stages. First, pad stumps are cut from felled trees. Stringers are placed on top of the stumps, level with the hillside. Crossboards are nailed to the stringers, creating a 14-foot wide landing surface.
That'll be one of the back stumps. Yeah, it's going.
Off to the races. We've got to make our stringers, which I'll do right now.
Yeah, once we get the stringers on, then it's just boards.
Yeah. The stringers are the main support beams. There's 2 of them. They go from the pad stumps to the ground. One, two, three.
Okay, give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll pivot it.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we should just put it up.
Depends on how much you can lift.
I can... I'm skin and bones.
Oh, yeah? I won't tell anybody you said that.
The stringers itself are 6x8, so they're quite heavy. And I mean, a lot of times they're 14 feet to 16 feet long.
Let's see how high we can get this thing up. Okay, can you hold there for a sec?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy, I don't know about that one, Billy.
Rolling.
Can
It's
you
gotta come down. Bring it down. Rolling. It doesn't want to be there.
All right.
We're gonna have to line it straight up with it, or it's gonna roll.
Yeah.
The steeper the ground, the higher the back stump, which means you have to lift it further in the air. It's hard to do.
Because it's over our heads, we're gonna put the slider on, and then we put the tip onto here, and we slide it on up instead of raw power, which we don't have.
There?
I just need one good smack.
Yeah, I know. Go. Okay, that's going nowhere.
Here, let's go on either side.
I can't see, so you let me know. My way, where?
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, 2 seconds. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, little guy. Okay.
On.
1, 2, little guy. Ah. Okay.
The more level you can make the pad, the easier it is for the pilot to get on and off. I mean, this is an aircraft, and it's landing in a remote area. So level is what you're aiming for.
Hang on, right there. I will admit that every time I build a pad, there's always a rush.
If Bill and Shane can't finish the pad today, they'll have to hike back to where they dropped in.
Hiking out's not really a good option. You're at the end of the day, you know, your blood sugar levels are low, you don't got too much food left, your water's almost out.
We're not out of the woods yet.
We're a ways away from getting out of the woods.
Let's watch it down below. I gotta make the prayer and sit on the empty chair.
In the Fraser Canyon, the loader's finally on the block.
Good to go. It's only got one small one left in the landing.
And the Peters crew has room to work.
We're in such a small landing. When we land the turns, we need the loader to keep the chute clean.
Watch yourself, guys. If the line clears, those chokers can flop around quite a bit, so just get back here a bit. Like that.
Yeah, those chokers, if one of them swings around and hits you, you're gonna know you were hit. They've got lots of people. Knock out teeth pretty easy.
Steeper than a cow's face.
I don't get that.
Oh, it just, cow's nose is real steep, so that's one of our logging sayings. Steeper than a cow's face. Here? Okay, I'm getting out of here.
Hey, Sheldon? We got a pretty big one, so you might want to keep an eye on those lines.
Roger that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard pull.
What's tough with yarding the bottom side, with it being that steep, is it gets dangerous with runaway logs.
Come on, baby.
The choker can come undone or slide out of the choker and go back at the guys.
Yeah.
Oh! One strand.
Sheldon spots a pulled strand on the haulback line.
Yeah, slack her down.
We can't work with a strand pulled because it's dangerous.
That's not good. Just weaker now, right? And if it breaks, there could be dangers for the guys out in the bush. The line comes whipping back, so not good. That's not good. Just weaker now, right? And if it breaks, there could be dangers for the guys out in the bush. The line comes whipping back.
On the Anderson, pulled strand on the yarder's haulback line has shut down production.
How steep the ground is, how big the wood is, just that much pull on that eye can just cause strands to just pop.
When that eye wears out, you've got to be able to put a new eye in the line and fix it. Those lines there are 1,000 feet long and the other one's 2,800 feet long. You don't throw it away and get another one.
You gotta cut the line and then splice it back together.
Ron forms a new eye.
It's basically a loop on the end of a cable so you can shackle that cable to another piece of equipment.
You pry down like this, and that'll open those bottom 2 strands right up for you.
How do you know how to do this, Ron?
I'm 72 years old. I've been doing this since I was 17, but I don't know now. There's not much hope for me.
The steel strands are separated and spliced together.
And then this one comes back and around.
You're tucking through one side of the line and it's got to come back the other side and then back again across to get the 3 tucks.
Now this one goes in.
Ron's done this lots. He'd probably do it in his dreams.
Sure, that's not what he wants to be dreaming about.
It's very important to have guys like Ron and Ralph around. You know, the knowledge they have is unreal.
And there she is, gentlemen. She's done deal. Cut the whiskers off and you're ready to log again. So I'll get it, so I'm gonna nip that off. So I'm a bit of a teacher out here. You gotta watch that done probably 15, 20 times before you're good enough to do it yourself. It's gonna take a while, but they'll get her. As long as I don't die first. You got her, my friend.
Oh, this was neat. I haven't done an eye at all. We can get back to work here. Let's go get some lumber.
So we need about 8 crossboards.
In the community forest, Shane and Bill are in the last phase of the pad build.
I'm gonna do my crossboards out of this nice straight one.
These are raw boards we're making. We're manufacturing this in the field.
When it comes to ripping the wood, some people are a little better than others, you know, like ripping wood is not all that easy.
I suck at ripping boards. Shane's really good at it.
Hold on, sorry. I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3.
See, if you count, then it makes it lighter. Starting to look like a pad.
Oh, unison. I've built 16 pads since I've been here. A lot.
Hey, you on there, Emily?
Hey, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we're ready for pickup here.
Yeah, come up too.
It's time for Emily to put the new helipad to the test.
Good pad construction's really important. It's nice to have like a sturdier pad, nice and level.
And you want to make sure it's not too close to the hillside. You need clearance for the blade. See if I can land on here.
Hello.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Did a good job on the pad.
Yeah, I thought it went pretty smooth. I'm glad it's over. All right, Emily. Thank you kindly.
With the last section of the block accessible, the climbers can move in.
I was born and raised in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. I was trained as a forestry engineer.
Where are you off to?
We're going to pad 16. So engineering's the planning phase of forest harvesting before the ops guys go in and actually do the logging. I'd always seen videos of guys doing crazy stuff on the mountainsides, like the climbing, the falling. So I was like, that's what I want to do.
Seamus is Integrated's newest recruit and about to climb his first tree.
All right, thanks, Emily. We'll see you later. Yeah, have to think.
His teacher is one of the best climbers in the business.
Seamus has no experience. He's never climbed a tree before, and we're teaching him from scratch.
So I'm gonna climb this one. You're gonna do the one downhill.
Roger.
I'm gonna show and teach at the same time. In regards to safety, if anything goes wrong, you will not come out of the tree as long as your hands are on the rope. If you try to grab the tree is the worst thing you can do, because now look what happens to my flip line, right? Now I'm just gonna go down like a rocket. You cannot stop yourself this way. Yeah. Right? So what you wanna do is if you fall, right? It doesn't matter if you lose all the skin on your knuckles, you will not come out of the tree as long as your hands are on the rope.
Raj. Crispin's one of the best climbers I've ever seen. He just moves so naturally and gracefully through the tree.
It's a very foreign thing to go up a tree and not envision this as your entire workspace, but just this as your workspace in front of you.
Up.
I've never done this before, so if I can get up and down the tree safely and successfully in one piece and do a fairly decent job, I'm happy with that.
All right, buddy.
Do I have this set up right?
Yeah, so spurs in the tree. Visor down.
I do remember when I climbed my first tree. I felt very unstable, unsteady, unsure.
There you go.
Do you have any tips for like spurs getting stuck in the tree?
No, it's just a rookie thing. You're just kicking them in too hard.
I get you.
You'll just find that it's just less of a touch, okay? So now, chainsaw up, cut from that position.
Okay.
Holy, this is high up. Poof. By the time he's done that tree, he'll probably be going up to about 34 meters. That's a good first tree. Seamus, why are your hands on the tree? Is that where your hands should be? No, they should be on the rope.
All right.
Rookies, eh?
Good thing I'm not scared of heights. Good thing I'm not scared of heights.
In the community forest, Seamus climbs his first tree, while Crispin watches from below.
Tell you, the hardest thing about training a new guy is slowing yourself down to their speed. When you're used to be a high-performing production unit, and you just got to sit there and wait and watch somebody, it's almost like torture.
All right, Crispin, I'm gonna send this top soon.
When your top starts to come off, put the saw on your belt.
Roger.
Stop!
The one thing that you can't teach is will and attitude. And so that's what we know we've got in Seamus. I can teach you the skills, but I can't teach you the ethic. All right, brother. Good job.
How you feeling? I'm gassed.
Yeah.
I'm gassed for sure. That's a lot harder than it looks. Higher time, your whole body's just like rigid, right? That was a tough day's work, and that was a single tree. And, you know, we're expected to produce 10 of those a day minimum. I'll take your bag at least.
Grazie, amigo. All right, let's get here. Good to be able to spend a bit of time with Seamus, but there's no wasting time out here. Every second counts. We gotta get going.
So far, things are going as planned, but Crispin and the crew are a long way from finishing the job.
I hear a heli. It's not one of these jobs you can get complacent at. Big heavy lift helicopters right on your heels, and there's a real race to the finish line.
I can't remember. I think it's like 23 or 24. That's gnarly.
Big log! Big one!
In the Fraser Canyon, the Peters crew has finally found their groove.
You gotta be on your game all the time out there. You can't take your mind off of work, and you gotta follow safe work practices when you're there.
Watch your neck, Ron.
I've been logging since I was 17, and that's 56 years ago. About 3 years now, I got some bad cancer and had to battle with that for a year. The only reason I was able to beat the cancer was I was in good logging shape, and so I figured if it ever comes back, I want to be in good shape to fight it.
They just blew go ahead, so I gotta bring in a turret.
On the Anderson, a near miss rattles the Peters crew.
If I can't see them and I bring in a turn and they're in there, somebody's gonna get hurt.
He couldn't see you. That's what it was.
But he hurt, what's up?
Yeah. I walked in there and flared the stop. I figured he'd hear the stop. Yeah. I was letting him know. I seen him and he wasn't stopping, and I'm like, what? Yeah.
Well, Ralph didn't see me bucking that log in there. He brought a turn just about in on top of me. Should have made sure that he knew I was in there. But he didn't see me. I thought he saw me start the saw. I looked up at him, but I guess he didn't. Yeah, that's how stuff happens. You get too overconfident, eh?
We try to push communication and safety to the best we can, but things do happen, right? You know, communication and eye contact is huge.
Here comes the logging truck. I'm gonna help hook up this truck. If one of us are free, we try to help him just to speed things up and get him on his way, right? The quicker you can get the truck going, the quicker we can get back working and properly to press up.
When we're logging, it's key to keep moving the wood. So, trucks are key.
Right on, right on. That's money in the bank right there. Good to see the logging trucks going.
This last turn?
Yeah, you bet. Going in alive, coming out the same way, baby. I love logging. It's the biggest thing in my life, you know, next to having children. I love it. Keeps me young.
Ah, good man, Ron. That went really well.
All right, another daytime.
Another day all shot to hell, yep. One more day closer to the graveyard.
You look like a Backstreet Boy with that on, Ralph.
I'm not.
After a rough start, the Peters crew is back on track.
When I tell somebody I can get it done, I'm gonna try my damn hardest to do it.
But they'll need to work together to get the job done in 2 weeks.
Yarding is definitely a team sport. Everybody needs to be together, work together to get the job accomplished.
The A-team's back.
The A-team is back.
Yeah.
Whenever a heavy lift helicopter shows up, it's go time.
Next time on Timber Titan.
This doesn't get any more extreme than this.
Let's do it. Stay on your toes.
Never know what to expect.
I got to shut down.
We're coops.
Yard hard, baby. When we're yarding and loading, we have lots going on. Well, that's really us for getting this done.